What's up again, guys? Yeah, it's me, your friendly neighborhood Dovahkiin, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 Early Access. And before we begin, be sure to hit on the subscribe button for more great videos. Alright, in the previous vid, we got ourselves a dog, wrestled an owlbear and a few ogres, and rescued a gnome to clear the rest of the blighted village. On the surface, that is. Today, we're gonna go underground for the Search the Cellar quest, which we got via reading a ledger in this southern house back in episode 7. So, let's just jump right in.
Scratch marks on the floor.
Just move this crate to reveal a lever. Take note of this casket. Except for the casket that I just opened, all others contain an undead surprise. And take it from me, this is one of the few fights in this game wherein getting surprised is a good thing. Fun actually. Once you open a casket, the undead guardian will run to another casket to wake up his undead pal, and so on until all 7 guardians are reanimated. To maximize EXP, don't break the script by killing the newly awoken guardians, just the ones who woke them up instead. A game of undead tag, if I may say. Anyway, I will use dancing lights to aid Lyselle's chance to hit, cause being the only non-elf in my squad, she's without dark vision. In Divinity Original Sin 2, magic mirrors are used for respecking your characters. Here in BG3, it's a door.
Speak your name.
A magic mirror. You've read all about them, but never seen one up close before.
I do not know this name. If you are known to my master, step forward and declare yourself an ally. Only a true ally of Ilantoth may pass. What think you of the Zolkir known as Zastan?
You recognize the name, of course. Anyone who knows of the Red Wizards would. Zastam is a powerful lich that rules the land of Thay, driving many Red Wizards out of their ancestral home.
You are no Zolkir, but are you wise? Tell me, why might one use balsam ointment? Acceptable, finally. If you could see anything in me, what would it be? You seek to survive. You seek power. Be welcome.
First, we need a rusted key.
The Necromancy of Thay. Sounds ominous.
The book is locked tight with no visible keyhole, only an oval recess in the cover's mouth. You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those piercing amethyst eyes draw you in. You've seen similar books in wizards' libraries. A tome on Thayan magic, a rare and expensive find. But people have gone mad reading less dangerous texts.
A cursed book. How obvious. Whoever opens it deserves the fate that befalls them.
Curious. Why don't you take a closer look? I'll observe from back here.
That looks terribly heavy. Why don't you let me carry it for you?
This is a trapped room. The pair of gargoyle statues will burn your ass for taking the tome. But don't panic, it's organic. Just open the cell door with a rusted key. But if you picked it to begin with, you must lockpick it again. You have two options, to unlock the tome or destroy it. Unlocking it, however, requires a key gem. To be exact, a dark amethyst. which can be found in the Whispering Depths. So, let's go there. There are two ways to enter the Whispering Depths. The first one is via the well, which I think gives us a disadvantageous position for combat. So, I'm gonna enter via the Blacksmith Forge, the basement of the northern house. By the way, you will need 2 keys for this. The old key, which you can find inside the house, is for the basement door itself, while the heavy key, which can be found outside, is for a notable chest. Beware, this chest is rigged with explosives, but a simple toss will solve the problem.
Maya, Fortio!
Weapon blueprints. They call for Susa bark. There's only one place I'm finding a Susa tree. The Underdark.
Those blueprints updated the Finish the Masterwork weapon quest. And, as my main said, one of the ingredients can only be found in the Underdark, of which I will feature later in this series. Anyhow, once you have all the requirements, this is the same place where you forge that Masterwork weapon. Now for the notable chest that I mentioned earlier. The same stats as Star's short sword +1, so this is gonna replace the common one in his offhand.
That might be worth a look. This crack leading to the Whispering Depths still gives us a disadvantageous position for combat, so I'm gonna show you the best way instead, which is also in this basement. If you've been following this series, you know that I always go for the ambush whenever possible, so don't be surprised. Anyway, as I've said, for me, this is the best spot for combat, because it's practically the highest ground in this place.
Giant webs. They'll alert their spinners with a mere touch.
Okay, there's a much bigger fight up ahead, and we need to prepare for that by taking a long rest. But before that, we will discover the waypoint in this place, and sabotage a few things for the next fight. Face spider eggs to be exact. And for this task, with the help of Shadow's Blessing of the Trickster and a few grenades, Star will be my saboteur.
Else.
These are the stats of the Matriarch. Level 4 with 138 HP. Wow! But have no fear, cause I'm gonna ambush CC her, which will force her AI to go stupid. Yes, as I've revealed in one of my DOS 2 vids, that's what I do best. Find ways to fool the AI. And here, it's gonna be a combination of factors. Torching her nearest eggs, frightening her, burning a bridge down, and command halt for the CC. For the ambush on the other hand, I'm gonna use Shadow's Pass without trace, and enter turn-based mode while she's looking away. By the way, enough talk, and just witness another tactical masterpiece.
Dum vitae est, spes est.
This spider's just a fucking wimp. It faced as far as it could. And that is how you make things easy. Alright, level 4, the maximum level for early access. FYI, I think I'm just roughly 40% into the game, early access content that is, and I've reached level 4 already. Never did I bullshit my way out of combat, and it really pays off early. Before I level up my squad, however, let's see what we got from the Matriarch. Nice. Now I can replace my stupid robe. Okay, for my main, I'll just go with ability improvement. But instead of putting it all on int, I'm gonna go for con and dex. Cause I'm wearing this headband that I got from the ogre in the previous vid, which already sets my int to 18. Anyhow, besides the boost in armor class, dex also improves your initiative. For spellcasters, being on top of the turn order is a huge tactical advantage. For Lysel, it's gonna be all on SDR, obviously for more damage. On Shadow, as prescribed here already, Whiz and SDR, offense in short. There's no need to boost her defense with other abilities, or armor related feats for that matter, cause in my last episode, I've shown you how to get her AC to an insane amount of 27 with just spells. Lastly on Star, who's the only one not going for an ability improvement. I'm gonna go for the Dual Wielder feat. so he can use 2 rapiers, which are way better than short swords. Besides, it gives a bonus point to AC as well. Now let's pick up that dark amethyst to unlock the tome.
I think I feel a breeze.
Lead the way.
The book is locked tight with no visible keyhole, only an oval recess in the cover's mouth. You try to examine the book, but the longer you stare, the more those piercing amethyst eyes draw you in. You've seen similar books in wizards' libraries. A tome on Thayan magic, a rare and expensive find. But people have gone mad reading less dangerous texts.
Excellent.
You don't know what he read, but it had an effect. His eyes are hungry, but pained.
Well, quite the page turner. I'll get back to it when I have more time to focus.
The tome teaches you the Speak with the Dead spell, if you were able to pass multiple wisdom checks with incrementing difficulty, which is just utter bullcrap, because if you fail one check, the book will shut, and no learned spell. However, giving it to Star like what I did teaches him the spell instantly. Besides, in my 4th bid in the dang crypt, I got this amulet already, so practically anyone in my party can use that spell. On a side note, if Gale is in your squad, you can also choose to give him the tome instead. Anyway, that ends the Search the Cellar quest. But we're not done just yet. Let's fully clear this area by hunting that fucking wimp of a spider who ran away earlier. And that is all there is for now. Thanks for watching. Also check out other videos from Sabbath Band Philippines and don't forget to subscribe. See ya on my next vid. Peace out, ya.